Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Dual Destiny, and apparently, there we go, I was gonna say my controller's not working. That's weird. This game is weird when it comes to my controller, right? It takes like a bit for it to actually recognize that the controller's on, and once it does, it's fine. There's no delay whatsoever. So I don't really know what that is. It's the only game that does it. Again, it fixes itself and works perfectly after a bit, but only game that does it. Anyways, we need to go to episode select because we just finished the DLC. So yeah, we finished these two, then we went to DLC. So we're now on episode 3, Investigation Day. Sure. Is it Turnabout Academy? Was that the name of it? Yes, it is.
Themis Legal Academy.
Themis.
A prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
I don't know why, but I thought he was going to jump out the window. That's dark. Is this Danganronpa? What's going on? So a gym lady got killed by 3 people? Themis Legal Academy. Oh no, I'm gonna be late! Huff, huff, pass. Phew, finally! This is it! The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. Are we going back to school? This is the place where my distinguished lawyer and the prosecutor get their start. When news spread about Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along hoping we learned something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow up by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all bad today. After all, today's their school festival. Alright, so we're just visiting. For a second there, I thought she was like still in school. I'm like, I thought we got our badge. What's going on? Wow, this place has a school festival written all over it. Yeah, like that sign that says school festival. That's wild, but why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. I mean, you're also not part of this school, right? Or are you? I have no fucking idea anymore. I wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. There's been a body discovered. This is the announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Culpable curry. What? Sounds like a mock trial's about to start. Oh, you think? But where's the lecture hall? Looks like they're all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. I mean, this is a pretty good mock courtroom. It actually looks a little bit better than the actual courtroom. This must be a lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. This district court can't even compete. I mean, no, you're right. Hey, Athena, over here. Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you guys. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Prof. Court has yet to arrive. Professor... Oh! Elden Ring? Oh no, that's your face! Oh! That's your face? Chronos, we don't... Yes, we do! That's your face? I thought you were wearing a statue mask. What skin condition do you have? How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right, I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right, you haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes, you must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. Aristotle Means? Is that right? Also, what pun is that? If that is the correct. No, that's definitely Aristotle. Alright. Aristotle Means. Your name is Mr. Means? I love your button. That button's fantastic. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Cykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful, so vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Holy fuck. Wow, thanks! I just need to change my fucking, well, you're wearing a skirt, right? My leggings? Because I just fucking shit myself. Good God. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to be doing about our meeting? I don't know, cry about it? Speaking of mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, I thought we sent out a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. I think Trucy was using that as toilet paper. You want to see it again? Oh, God. You want to see it again? Trucy used it as for the old rip it up and restore it trick. She didn't restore it. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. I love that face. Well, it seems I better explain this situation then. Thanks, prosecutor. Yeah, professor. My God, you really are. You have like stone skin and hair. Hey, oh yeah, you want to check out my badge? What magnificent presentation skills or techniques. Both your timing and speed were impeccable. Speed? You mean speed support when presenting evidence too? Absolutely. The speed and approach angle theorems are the first thing we teach here. I believe Mr. Wright and others like him already extensive use of them. You do, boss? Well, to some degree, I guess. Ha 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 ha. It never even crossed my mind. This lawyer thing is deeper than I thought. Alright. Also sorry about coughing into the mic there. Now, does anyone have any questions? Howdy, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Can I not have gold stars, thank you? Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Of course, likewise. Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges take the judge course. Honestly, no, I don't think I ever really thought about how a judge becomes a judge. I just kind of think I assumed they were all former lawyers that applied to be judge or attorneys at some point. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense there's like a special career. Like I know attorneys take like the bar exam, right? Maybe judges do the same thing. I don't know. I kind of thought a judge had to be some other form of like legal person before becoming a judge, whether it was like a police officer, a lawyer, attorney, prosecutor, something like that before becoming a judge. I never really thought about it. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Oh, well, that's what makes our school special. Today even more so. After all, we're about to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Today's plans. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? I would hope so. Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Good name? It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Prof Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Huh, so that's who's late. From what I heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. Oh, you know what it just hit me? Are we actually going to be doing the trial as Athena this time around? And not Apollo or Phoenix? I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were going to be doing it at the beginning of the game, and then Phoenix showed up. So, yeah. I mean, I guess technically we did some of it, but still. A training seminar for lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Look at my gums and teeth. Aren't they horrific? Huh? Oh, exactly who do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question! You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. This is what is at stake in the mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial. But is it not a real trial then? Oh, yeah, so she's dead. Or maybe faking dead to be part of this mock trial? I don't know. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student is in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Oh, what a bell, how thrilling. So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar. But if the other student wins, I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is special surprise. Is it Edgeworth? Because I'm kind of surprised. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen Edgeworth or Maya at any point thus far. A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Oh, is it Blackquill? Prof Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh, Juniper Woods. Isn't that Athena's friend? You're not out in the forest huffing plants? I'm Juniper. How did I fucking even voice you? Well, Chronos, she's a lady, so probably very similar to all the other fucking ones in the game. Okay, ha ha ha. You're not wrong. I'm Juniper Woods. Like instantly go back to something extremely similar to Maya, Trucia, and Athena. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior at the judge course. Oh, you're a judge? Wait, what? You're a senior? Wait, okay, time out. Are we still in the past? Because Apollo's here, right? And didn't he leave? Okay, so we're still in the past. Okay, all right. So is this before she became like a fucking dryad and started huffing plants? Professor, the trials are begin shortly. Since I think I remember them saying something like that, right? Before the second case ended, but since we did the DLC, I kind of maybe forgot. I still not really sure if that's the case. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? Oh my, how very organized you, Juniper. You have earned yourself a gold star too. But what about Prof Court? Professor, whatever. Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper, whatever. Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Huh. Then, Athena! I didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. It's really confusing, Chronos, so we are still in the past. Right, this is before everything. Right, because Apollo got an anime jacket and became, like, edgy. I gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Juniper? Junie? That's why we haven't talked for, like, probably since I left for Europe. Yeah, well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. And I didn't contact her at all. Anyways, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. That's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet Professor Court as soon as she gets here. No fear. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. Of course it is, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. I don't eat people. Why would you suggest that? It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being a new kid sure stinks. Maybe it's because I don't bathe. If you please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Okay, are we gonna find the body? Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes, and Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is boring. I should have brought a marker to draw on his face. I also should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Crash! Eek! What was that? Prosecute and classy cafe. I get it. Athena. I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think I came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Guilty dogs. Is this a stage for some sort of concert? Kinda reminds me of a courtroom. Oh, what's his face? The dude from Apollo game. Is he the famous prosecutor? Because he's literally famous and he does songs. Fuck. What's his name? Kevlar? No. Calvier? That sounds right. Yes. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? It's a dead person. Eek! Oh, she got shot with an arrow. Oh, I thought she got stabbed with that other thing that they showed in the anime. Professor Court! Can you hear me, Professor? Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with. It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way, this can't be real. Oh, I get it. The dummies. One of them is definitely Phoenix and one of them is definitely Edgeworth. I called the police, they should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall by busting down the door and screaming. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our crime scene investigating before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we allowed to do that? No. It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. Any ideas? In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena? Yeah, I mean, no. Paula didn't bat an eye at the alderman's body during the case in Ninetail's Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So, Professor Court was... Yeah, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late at all. She was fucking dead. How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished. Huh, oh that. Don't worry, I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on investigation, okay? Okay, that was weird. The Smiths are killing me. Well, not as much as her. Booyah? We should start by studying the body. I wonder what the best angle for that is. Okay. So there's nothing here for us to examine? Alright. We should start by studying the body. Oh, she was tied up. Oh, fuck. Did they hang her by her hands and shoot her with an arrow? I guess we really do have to examine the body. Well, I better get used to this stuff if I want to be a full-fledged warrior. Hands. Nothing strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, that doesn't mean she was killed. Doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms raised over her head, and there's dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something, probably rope. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and she, as she reached up to stretch, she was killed. What? Actually, I'm not sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. What do you mean she reached up and she was killed? Nice shoes. I would assume she was hanging and then she was shot and left there to die. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait! Is that a diary? That's the most private thing a girl has! True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! Dear diary. Today I killed a man. No, looks like there is a more like a planner than a diary. I need to speak to Hugh O'Connor. Met with Hugh about the report yesterday. Important. Or meet. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. Meet with Mr. Wright. Mock trial begins. Every page seems to have the exact same sword mark printed on it. I think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone deserves to have their own private little something, whatever. But at the same time, if you're fucking murdered, you probably want other people to go through your shit and make sure it's not connected or if it can be used to catch whoever killed you. Arrow. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? And this is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes the arrow the murder weapon. Or ammunition for... Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean... Yeah, it's one of those things like... The arrow is just ammunition for a bow, right? That is a weapon. I guess you could throw an arrow or use it to stab someone, though. There are easier ways to do it. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Yeah, exactly. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is in is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert in archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Well, okay. She was clearly moved, right? So, would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a sharp object. You can kill someone by stabbing them with a stick, for Christ's sakes. It's the ways you can kill people are very many. So I don't know. I'm not sure, but we better do some more investigation before jumping to conclusions. Well, in the anime opening, wasn't it like a chisel or an ice pick or something like that that fell to the ground? I think that's all we're gonna find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. I get it. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Strike a pose, Mr. Wright. Say cheese, really? Cheese? And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. I'm gonna laminate this and put it on my fridge. All right, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like a broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard? Huh, there's supposed to be supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club made them. There are 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of the other statue. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Wonder what this was, what this statue was. Whatever it was a reddish purple color. Jesus. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already up, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean the duffel bag looking thing was actually being used as the cover of the statue? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. This has a picture of Juniper on it. Wait, was that pending declaration of love rocks campus? There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read it what we can. A final act of torrid love centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Jesus. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor was declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Hopefully they both lose. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She's never lead a guy on like that. Or guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Mr. Wright, Athena! Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced that a body had been found on the campus. They also had a stuffed bear with them? It was kind of weird. That's right. Turn around. And we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? I like seeing him. What the? We've already had quite the look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. No shit. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same, the body that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body location position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly the same as the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really be all the same, can it? Oh shit, the popo! Run, Athena! Like, what? Are we gonna have the trial here? I kind of hope we do. I don't want Elden Ring, like, Magic Man to do the court, though, if he is the judge. Alrighty. Let's see. The whole school is in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. I would imagine not, yeah. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected in a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You do wait here until we've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around. I can't stay still at a time like this. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of the whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie, I'm so glad to see you. I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm a student council president after all. I need to be strong. Oh, right. I gave you like a southern drawl, didn't I, a little bit? Maybe? I have fucking no idea. Student council president. Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Spoiler, she still coughs a lot. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? You want to see my attorney badge? That's your attorney badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you. Thanks, it's not a sunflower, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie. Thank you, but even if I become a judge and I have one of those sunflower badges. Wait, so she only envied me for the badge? Athena, you know it's against school rules for me to have such things in possession. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please. But this is important evidence. Oh, well, I suppose we just have to make an exception just this once. Wow, she's a tough law and order type president, huh? I mean, I don't know why this would be against school policy. The weapon, for sure. Or the arrow, anyways, but still. Hey, what about this love triangle thing? Oh, that's... Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You always were popular with the guys. That's not true. I was never... You just didn't realize it, but that made you even more irresistible. It's been 7 years, but I still remember how the boys wanted to be near you. Okay. I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter. And then got really bummed out when he said, could you give this to Juniper for me? Ah, how'd he know? Oh. Oh, that is so fucking rude. Oh my god. That is amazing. I sure sound like a guess, but why did it have to be Apollo of all people? That is so fucking good. I haven't seen you in ages, Jeannie. What's it been 7 years? You haven't seen her in 7 years and you say she's your best friend? Like, I get it. Staying in touch is hard when you grow old enough, but you're 18, right? We just saw this. So you two are about the same age. So Athena's 18, right? So from 11 to 18, you guys haven't seen each other. You haven't sent emails or talked on AIM. That was probably a thing during this time in the world. Facebook Messenger. Anything, text messaging, you haven't done that. FaceTime. I think you're just acquaintances at this point in life. Yeah, I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Because it's been 7 fucking years. Because it's been 7 years. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm a student council president now. And as a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court has been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. Constant Court. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd have to say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, you mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours were the one she selected? That's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together and trying to get things ready. Cough. Cough, cough. Excuse me. I gotta huff this flower. It doesn't have spray paint in it. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. The mock trial. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating trials, so we needed a script for as framework. All the details of the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene photos and a murder weapon and some kind of other kinds of evidence. You guys think of everything. It must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or the other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details. So yeah. You were in the case that we had you with, right? You said you were falsely accused before, yes? That's why you bombed the court? So I'm assuming you're gonna be the defendant again. Must have been a big pain in the it must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave her award-winning performance of defendant man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, are you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. Well, that would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Cykes. Yep, I'm Athena Cykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect. No one calls you Mr. Perfect. There is only one Mr. Perfect, alright? And you ain't him. Because I never score less than 100% on tests. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket? Oh, pocket pull to yourself? Yeesh. Let me be first apologize for a huge totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. Not sexually, of course. No! Where's the sincerity? So he's making pottery, too? What's with that brace-like contraption? Yeah, what is that brace-like contraption? Judy sure has made some unusual friends, or stalkers. I'm not really sure which ones these are. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. Even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. The final act in Torrid Love Triangle. Yeah, I know, we just read this shit. You can move a little bit faster. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Juniper, come on, your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial is just the start. It's also in the school festival main event. Live on stage in Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas. Woo! We don't have a strict drug policy here. I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. Anything new on this one? No, okay. Since those two guys are here, I figured maybe it would be something different. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh! Oh, it's a reenactment of the last game? Maybe? Well, she didn't have gold shit on her robe, right? And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at this kind of stuff. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up the stars in the middle of this forest. Huh, you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Paula. Didn't know you were such a romantic. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back, who got really interested in space. Wait, your friends? You had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. That was a good comeback. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Did you not hear what Apollo said to her earlier? Heap! I think he's angry. Yeah, I thought that was, I forget her name. The blind lady who wasn't blind at the end of the game. Apollo's... Well, I mean, okay, they're assuming you played Apollo Justice before this. So, okay, slight spoilers, I guess, for Apollo Justice, the game we just finished a couple months ago. The lady, I forget her name, but she's like Apollo and Trucy's mother. Right? But they didn't tell them that? What the fuck was her name? That's fine. Well, I'll look it up later. The costumes were no problem, just as for the stinging, I'm not so sure. No! You can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. Like a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress, and two knights in shining armor. Kind of. Maybe the Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So who won? So how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I could have won. Man, I hope that guy's not a fixture in this case. He's gonna be, Chronos. You already know it. I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time. I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so. I hope we don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. No one will miss him. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, we can bet we'll be carrying them around. The Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is the proof of friendship, anyways? We got tattoos on our asses. What? It's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. What, is it tattoos on your asses? I mean, I guess if you're gonna get a tattoo that you're gonna regret, have it on your ass, so only certain people will ever see it. But at the same time, I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. And her eyes are shifty. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something that can be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. I can hear Discord in their voice too. But they're talking about their friendship. Is friendship not actually magic? What's going on? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright, then. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. I want it to be Gumshoe. I do. I know it's going to be Fulbright, but I want it to be Gumshoe. So I'm going to stop here. So if next episode starts with Gumshoe, we're going to be absolutely thrilled. But if it starts with Fulbright, a day would have passed and I might have already forgotten why I'm waiting to be excited. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next episode. Bye.